Hi, my name is Keaton Gleim, and I'm here to tell you about North Shore Animal League. All right. So, do you have a furry friend like this too? This is my friend Chester, and he's pretty awesome. Well, anyways, if you do, you're gonna like this. So, I first started listening, and now that we're here, let's circle back a little bit. I first started listening to the Sherb Show about 10 years ago, and Howard had this dog named Bianca, and he always talked about Bianca, and then eventually Bianca passed away, and so Howard created a charity called Bianca's Furry Friends, and so for a few years he always plugged that charity, Bianca's Furry Friends, and eventually when he married his wife Beth, they teamed up with a charity called North Shore Animal League, and I thought it was such a really cool charity. And therefore I started doing a little bit of research on it, and I'm here to tell you about it today. So I'm sure you've heard of recently. There's been lots of crazy stuff going on, like all these wildfires in California, and which has actually caused tens of thousands of animals to be. AVMA says that it's caused tens of thousands of animals to be displaced. So this animal is just getting, left behind all across the country, and someone's had to step in to kind of help with that. So we have a huge problem, right? And what are we going to do? So the ASPCA says that about over 6.5 million companion animals every year enter shelters, and that's about half cats and half dogs. So no matter what, there's about 3 million. If you like cats or dogs, there's about 3 million of your favorite animal just getting left in a shelter every year. Okay, and then only about half of those animals are actually adopted. So that leaves 3 million animals sitting in shelters every year that just nothing's going to be done about. So we need a shelter that doesn't kill these animals and also doesn't leave them behind. Well, and that's where I kind of found North Shore Animal League. So they're a no-kill shelter, which means that every animal that gets brought to them is cared for. It's either put into a foster home or cared for there at the shelter. They've saved over 1 million animals so far, so they're very, very successful. So the NASL provides, they also provide emergency medical treatment for these animals. If there are, like, say, a cat gets hit by a car or something like that, the NASL North Shore Animal League is going to go ahead and provide them with care as opposed to just putting them down like some other shelters would. So it's really important. And no matter the cost too. So like last year, Americans spent almost $70 billion on animal health care, which is pretty substantial, and it's said to go up. Right, you see animals. The last flight I took, there were golden retrievers sitting 5 seats down, and so like, people are bringing animals with them. They're more prevalent in our lives. Therefore, the healthcare costs are going to go up. And the Washington Post wrote this interesting article that only 1% of those animals have healthcare coverage. So there's kind of a problem foreseen that North Shore Animal League definitely helps with. I know for sure I don't have healthcare coverage for our dogs out there. So what can you do to solve this, right? Well, there's a few things you can do. You can volunteer. North Shore Animal League is always needs people to help out, help volunteer at their shelters, to take care of the animals. So there's, if you have the time to do that, that's always preferred. Now, you can also foster a pet. So since there are so many animals going into these shelters, they obviously can't take all of them. So they're going to need some people to kind of take animals into their house. That's something that Howard and Beth do on the show, and they always talk about it. So fostering is definitely a great way to help out. And if you don't have time for that stuff, like me, I travel quite a bit, so I'm never really here, so I couldn't really foster a pet or volunteer there. But what you can do is donate. So you can go to animalleague.org and donate, and every little penny counts. So that's what you should do. I've seen results. I've heard Howard talk about how North Shore Animal League has really made a huge difference. As far as you can tell, they've saved over 1 million animals so far. So please go out and donate, volunteer, foster an animal at North Shore Animal League. any questions? Any questions? Ethan?
Yes, my question is, do you think, where would you draw the line where animals need to not be covered by certain aspects only humans should be covered by? Like, do you have that line, or is that
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, probably, I don't know. I think, if the animal's really going to suffer, then you might have to put it down. But,
Yeah.
I always think you should try and save the animals.
Do you think pet insurance should be mandatory?
Nah, probably not. That's pretty
So that's the question. There you go. Yeah.
Good question. Thank you. All right, thank you for your time. Here you go.
Here you go.